Welcome to Discovering Benalmadena. My name is Antonio Costa, and together we're going to discover all the landscapes and attractives that Benalmadena has to offer. And as you can hear, we will do it in English.
Today we're visiting the Bilbil Castle, a beautiful Arabic-style construction in the heart of Benalmadena Costa Boardwalk. This emblematic space is located on the promenade, and although it looks like it was built centuries ago, nothing could be farther from the truth. And it was built in 1927. After years as a private residence and a few attempts to turn it into a hotel club and building on its plot, it was eventually bought by Benalmadena Town Hall in 1980. Now the building hosts City Council Tourism Office, and we are meeting with Joanna Drodoska, tourism technician, to discover more about their work, the space, and our municipality.
So we are here at the Bilbil Castle main hall. We have our social distances and complying with all the security measures because it is important to be responsible. So now we can take our mask off and say hi to our guest, Joanna Drodoska. Hello, Joanna, how are you?
Very well. Thank you for the invitation to do the program.
It's our pleasure to have you here and pick a little bit on your brain. That we know that you are, you have a lot of knowledge on the municipality's tourism world and industry.
Thank you. I try. I try to do my best.
We're sure you do. And so let's go straight to the point and tell us, where are we, Joanna? What is this space?
Okay, so we are in the Bilbil Castle. It's one of the most emblematic buildings in Benalmadena. It may look like a Moorish castle, but old, medieval Moorish castle, but in fact it is quite new. It was built in 1927. As a private residence, and it belonged to an American family during many years. And the town hall bought this building in the 80s, and there are concerts, not right now, okay, but it's like a cultural center, concert, exhibitions, and this is the building with more civil weddings in the province of Malaga.
It's quite an emblematic point here in Benalmadena, doesn't it?
Yes, it is really. I mean, it's such a great feeling to be able to work here. It's like just on the sea, next to the sea, in the center of Benalmadena Costa. When I come in the morning, the first thing what I do is to have a look at the sunrise. It's so beautiful. It just, I mean, a unique place.
No doubt. So I guess that's one of the main points why you moved the tourism office here, because right now is on this building, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. You know, Bilbil, as I told before, is situated in the middle of Benalmadena Costa, okay? Right on the beach. People walk here and just pop in to see the building, and we can give them tourist information, not only tourist information, because actually tourism department and foreign resident department work together now. So we inform, we're like a link between tourists and residents and the town hall. We inform about tourist attractions, but as well about padron, taxes, and many other things, you know.
It is really important for City Council to push a collaborative work between tourism and foreign residents areas, I guess, no?
I think so. It's really important because foreign residents are like, it's tourists as well, it's residential tourism, you know. Most of them have houses here. Some live here, you know, 11, 12 months a year, but most come here for 7, 8 months a year, and they go to their houses, to their countries, I mean, in the summer when it is too hot. So they're like tourists as well for us.
Now this space hosts the tourism office. How was the change?
Okay, it was quite easy because imagine this space, this beautiful building. So You know, at the beginning we were like skeptical. We didn't know if it will be better or not, but just after a few days we knew that it was a good move.
What is the goal or the main reason or the goal behind the tourism office?
Okay, so Benalmadena, our first industry is tourism industry. Okay, so we have to take well care of tourists, you know, so our mission is to promote and support tourism and give the best possible visitor service. We are a team of 4 here in the office, and we speak all together between us, 7 different languages, like Spanish, English, German, French, Danish, Russian and Polish. So, I want to think that we give a good quality of information. We inform about Benalmadena, province of Malaga, and anything else that the person may need, you know.
So we have now a general description of what you do. Now, what would you say to someone that is your day-to-day work, on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, so what do? We answer emails, a lot of emails with different questions. Questions about Benalmadena and questions that has nothing to do with Benalmadena. Have to do with Benalmadena, but not with tourism. You know, about municipal taxes, as I said, about Padron, about, I don't know, Malaga or other places. What do? It's not day to day, but we promote Benalmadena. We go to tourism fairs. This year, 2020, we planned to go to 3 national and 3 international tourism fairs. We could attend just only one, and then, you know, everything collapsed and we had the lockdown. So we are really busy. The main aim or our main mission is to attend people, but right now, when there are not so many tourists, so we try to invent different things, you know, like promotions. The promotion that we put together in the summer, family adventure, where kids could have free accommodation and free entrances to attractions park. So it was quite successful.
Why do you think it is important, this work that you do?
Why it's important? Because Benalmadena is a tourist place. We live from tourism, so I think it's really, really important. I don't know, tourism is, as I said, the first industry in Benalmadena, and not everybody, but almost, you know, like the whole town goes around tourism, so that's why it's so important.
So we're living in a typical year with the coronavirus crisis. How has it changed your plans, your strategy?
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that the year 2020, this year, was supposed to be a great year in tourism, you know, because the dates that we have from January and February of this year were like 12, 13, 14% better than the same month from 2019. So we were expecting like great year, and you know, all the hotels, restaurants, and everybody earning a lot of money, having a lot of tourists, and very good year. But then the virus like changed everything. We planned to go to a few tourism fairs. We could just attend Madrid in January. Then the fair in Berlin was cancelled like 5 days before going there, and all the rest. So from the very beginning of the lockdown, the tourism team, we were meeting via Zoom 2-3 times a week, maybe, to plan what do we do now, because it was something new, something unexpected. So we put together this promotion, family adventure, and other small things that we were planning for a long time, and now slowly we can put it in practice, you know.
What are the challenges that the office faces this year?
At the beginning, it was like a shock for everybody, not only for us. You know, we didn't know what was going on really, but from the very beginning, because there are like 2 teams, in the tourism department. We are like people who, let's say, decide. The head of tourism is the mayor. The mayor of Benalmadena, Victor Navas, is the head of tourism. And then we have Eva Fortes, who is the head of Innoven, Manolo Jimenez, Puerto Deportivo, Juan Carlos Cabrera, and me. So we are like planning a little bit and deciding, and then there are civil servants that work here in the office, and they, let's see, help us and do the work. They're very professional and work really well. I mean, do everything what need to be done. So we were meeting both via Zoom with the team, with Eva and Victor and the other people, and as well we were planning with the tourism office, like two different tasks, you know. I mean, there were no tourists. Tourism office was closed, and our main aim is to attend tourists. So what we did, there were quite many foreign residents who had to stay in Spain. Spain closed the border, they couldn't leave. You know, they came for like 2 weeks and they had to stay maybe 3 months. So we're helping them translate. They don't know the language, so they didn't know what was going on. So we're helping them. And then there was like voluntary scheme, and we were helping in this as well. So we had really a lot of work. I can say that during lockdown, normally I work, you know, like 7 hours a day and that's it. And during lockdown, it was like much more than 7 hours. It was like
no
in the
timetable.
afternoon, exactly, because you were at home anyway, you know, so.
You cannot
That's
say,
it.
I'm busy on the cinema or anywhere.
Exactly.
Everybody knows you're home.
Exactly.
So, what are the challenges that the tourism office has for this year, not this one that we're living, and for next year planning that I guess is already taking place?
Yeah, what we are planning for the winter is to like promote hiking routes. Here in Benalmadena we have 6 hiking routes in the mountains, and that's what we want to promote because it's a great, I mean, you know, nature tourism, and you know, you can walk, not with many people, so it is a great idea just right now. So that's what we want to promote and do some small other tasks for 2021. We are editing a book about Benalmadena. It will be soon available, you know, so in the tourism office. And many things. We are never, I mean, bored and never stop. So
there's always something on motion,
yeah.
no?
Yeah.
So pushing on open air spaces,
Yes,
no? That's the
exactly.
key for next year.
Yeah, just yesterday I have been in Malaga and we got like distinctive, I'm not sure in English, destino turístico inteligente, like intelligent tourism.
Smart tourism.
Yes, smart tourism destination. So Benalmadena is one of them. So this is quite an important task. We got certificate as well from Safe Tourism certificate, you know, and this is all like, you know, needs a lot of work because you need to check if this is okay, we have people coming and checking, and it's
lots of small certifications,
exactly,
no?
Exactly.
So we spoke about the general strategy and all. Now tell us a little bit about the team that works on the tourism office. You told us about the bigger picture team, you know, with all the heads. Now who is the day-to-day workers?
Okay, so we are four girls, women. Here, as I told you before, we speak altogether 7 different languages. And the timetable from the tourism office was really like wide, from 10 in the morning till 8 in the afternoon. So we work in like shifts, you know, 2 shifts. And I think that we get on well with each other, and it's really nice to work with this team. What can I say? What else can I say? You know, everybody wants to collaborate. Everybody wants to do what they are told to do. So it's quite easy to work.
What kind of profiles do you have? Tourism technicians or administrators?
Yes, technicians, people who studied tourism normally and speak languages. Languages, it's a basic. You need to speak at least 3 foreign languages to be able to work here.
So thank you very much for
You're welcome.
giving us this time. Now I'm gonna speak a little bit with Jose Fernandez to get to know more about the Bilbil Castle history, and later on you and me are gonna see each other again outside looking at this beautiful sea we have.
Okay, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure. So now we're speaking with Jose Fernandez, Guide Sur President. This is the Guides Association here in Benalmadena, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about the space history, about how the Bilbil Castle came to be. So hello, Jose, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So Jose, tell us a little bit about this space, about the Bilbil Castle. How was it built?
So this beautiful palace that looks like a fortress was built at the beginning of the 20th century by a local architect called Enrique Atencia. It was built for a family from France. This family used to spend here some seasons every year. But this family never occupied the palace because when it was finished, it was in 1936. And here started the Civil War. The next family who owned this castle, this palace, was the Chestron family. They came from the US, and they also gave the name to the fortress. The name is, to the palace. The name is El Bilbil, and that's the name of the members of the family. The wife was Elsa, El, and the husband William, Bill, and the son also William, Bill. And the official name is El Bilbil Palace. And this family lived here during 30 years. In the 1970s, it was sold to a former mercenary soldier who lived here. He became a businessman, building promoter, and he lived here for a while, but he never took care of the gardens and so on. And at least in the 1990s, the mayor made an offer to buy this to convert it into a cultural center. And that's the use we have now. It has been restored. Everything beautifully decorated with the same inspiration of the Alhambra Palace, the Nasserid style. And well, you need to imagine when the family, the Chestron family, lived here, all this area was completely different. This road we have in front of us, this didn't exist. And the only one access here was coming from the street that now comes down from Arroyo de la Miel. It was the only one access.
So this detail that you're telling me about the name is really curious because, for example, myself, I always thought that Bilbil came from some Arabic tradition, like in consonance with the space. So you're just discovering an amazing detail for me.
And well, besides that, this is a place where they used to celebrate the civil weddings here, lots of them every year. Mine was one of them.
Ah,
yes.
so you were married here.
25 years ago, yeah.
Pretty special place for you.
Oh, yes, sure. And for a lot of people in this city.
So, Jose, we spoke a little bit about the Bilbil Castle. Now tell me a little bit more about your association. Why did you came to be?
Our association is called Guide Sur, and it was created in 1994. All the local guides living here, working here, decided to join all the fort all together to promote all this area and to work together in a better way, defending our rights and so on. So we started with a seat here in the city of Benalmadena. Now we share the tourist office at the Cosmos Avenue up here, and together with the town hall, and that's our relationship with them.
So to get to know a bit more, what tours do you have and what languages do you offer?
We have members speaking all the languages: English, French, German, Italian, Swedish, Arabic, everything. And well, we are doing all kinds of tours. Trips into Andalusia, to Granada, Cordoba, Sevilla, Ronda, Gibraltar. We also go on any daily trip to Tangiers in Morocco. We are doing also tours in Andalusia, in the rest of Spain. We're moving everywhere. Of course, most of our work is local work in the province of Malaga.
So, what's your relationship with the tourism office?
Well, we have a close relationship with them because we're working together in several matters, and especially promoting the city of Benalmadena, because our secretary is also using the tourist office up there in the Cosmos Avenue, as I mentioned before. And well, she's also doing the same task they're doing here at the office. And of course, we need to be in contact with the people here at the tourist office, and well, we're working together.
So thank you very much for spending this time with us, Jose. I really appreciate it to get to know more about the Bilbil Castle history and our municipality's history. Just one last question. how would you think we should be promoting Benalmadena? What do you think are our strengths?
Well, it was a couple of years ago, when, at least 15 years ago, when we designed a tour into Benalmadena for the travel agencies we used to work with, because we were doing lots of tours to Malaga, of course, and Ronda. They're the most important highlights in the province of Malaga, but also Marbella, Mijas, and we didn't have anything like that here. And well, it was 15, 18 years ago when we designed the first tour, visiting the old town, visiting the stupa, visiting the Paloma Park, and so on. And since that moment, we have been developing everything in the city. All the highlights of the city, that's what we have a special interest in promoting. The Pre-Columbian Museum, the Colomares Castle, the Puerto Marina. That's the places where we used to bring the people in our tours in Benalmadena.
Thank you very much, Jose.
Thank you very much, Antonio. Gracias.
Okay, so we already spoke with Jose Fernandez and we know more about Bilbil's history. And now I'm back with Joanna here with the seaside on the background to get to know more about her personality and what brought her here to Benalmadena. Like, we have social distances again. I'm gonna take the mask off and get to know more about our guest, Joanna. So Joanna, tell us a little bit, how did you end up on Benalmadena? What brought you here?
Okay, I've been living in Benalmadena over 25 years now, not exactly in Benalmadena, but in Spain, let's say. Okay, I studied tourism in Poland and I worked as a guide for many years. And 25 years ago, 27 maybe years ago, I was sent to Catalonia by a Polish travel agency and I worked there. And I couldn't speak Spanish, I wanted to learn. So I came to Malaga University for a month to do an intensive course. So the idea was to stay just 1 month and then go back traveling, because I was traveling a lot. But then I met a Spaniard and I ended up 25 years later living here on Costa del Sol.
So Malaga took you, no?
Yes,
It was
yes.
a bit more attractive than Catalonia,
Yeah,
no?
exactly. And you know, this is the best place to live, without a doubt.
So tell us, how did you end up getting involved with the city council and how long have you been working with them?
As I work in tourism, you know, I found out that there were exams for the town hall, you know. So I did them and I was lucky enough that I passed them. And I've been working in the town hall over 12 years now. First in foreign resident department, and now 2 years I work in both foreign residents and tourism department as well.
So you said you met a Spaniard and just stayed here. I guess that's your husband, no?
Yes.
Tell us a
yes.
little bit about your family.
Okay, so I have 2 kids. They are not kids anymore. My son is 21.
So pretty grown up.
He's studying law in Madrid. And my daughter is 16 and she's now in England learning languages and studying as well, baccalaureate.
What is the first memory or a special moment that you have in the municipality?
It's kind of anecdote. You know, I was living in Malaga and there was a Polish travel agency here in Benalmadena, so I wanted to visit them. And I came, it was like my first year in Malaga. It was November, late November or early December. I came here to Benalmadena, and in Malaga people were wearing winter clothes, and here in Benalmadena shorts, short sleeves. So I was like shocked first, and then I went to Bonanza area where this agency was located, and I went to a pub or bar, And I asked in Spanish, my Spanish wasn't good then, but I asked in Spanish, where is it situated? And the woman said, no hablo español. And I was like, wow, I'm in Benalmadena, I'm in Spain. People don't speak Spanish. But now I can understand that. It's normal because, you know, Bonanza, as you know, is very popular with foreign residents, and many people come for a few months so they don't have to know the language. So this is my first memory of Benalmadena.
Pretty shocking moment,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah.
So, and what would you say is your favorite spot in Benalmadena? This place that you go to relax and just get lost?
There are many places that I love, really. I think it's Benalmadena, it's a great place. One of them is Bilbil Castle, of course, the place where I work. It's great. I like as well Buddhist temple in Benalmadena Pueblo, okay, the biggest one in the Western world. It's a magic place. And I love as well, I walk. I used to run, but now I walk, you know. So I like to walk here on the seaside, and I always think how lucky I am to be able to live in such a beautiful place and do job that I enjoy so much. You know, it's like luck. I said that I had.
We could call it a dream come true, no?
Exactly, exactly.
So, and what places would you recommend to a tourist? This place that you say you cannot miss this?
Okay, it depends if like a couple comes here, a family, but you know, I think that everybody, any tourist should see Bilbil Castle. Then Puerto Marina, the marina on the coast, it's one of the best marinas on Mediterranean, on Costa del Sol for sure. Then in Arroyo, I would recommend to go up with cable car, you know, to the mountains and see Africa and the coast, do some routes. We have 6 hiking routes in the mountains. And then in Benalmadena Pueblo, of course, Tupa, Colomares Castle, and Butterfly Park. So this is like, and there are other attractions parks, of course. If somebody comes with kids, so we have Sea Life, Selvo Marina, Tivoli. There are many things to do, really. We have like the biggest offer for family holidays from the whole Costa del Sol.
Now that we know more about this unique space, we should be able to appreciate, every time we walk through its beautiful surroundings, the incredible story that its walls tell. 2 foreign families that were caught by the charm that Benalmadena excels on every corner, from the sea to the mountains, and decided to stay and build their future on our municipality. Today, loads of foreign residents are a vital part of the city's social fabric, proving that Benalmadena has been for decades a melting pot of cultures.